When it comes to providing care for a loved one, there are often many costs associated with this responsibility, such as medical expenses, home modifications, or specialized equipment. As a caregiver to your loved one, it is important to be aware of the various tax credits that you may be eligible for, as they are designed specifically to assist those in caregiver roles. Whether you are caring for an aging parent or a sibling with a disability, financial aid is available through tax credits for Canadian caregivers. I will provide a detailed breakdown of these tax credits, qualifications, and the process to claim them, ultimately helping to alleviate some financial stress while providing care for your loved ones. In Canada, there are three main tax credits available for caregivers: the Canada Caregiver Credit, CCC, the Home Accessibility Tax Credit, HATC, and the Medical Expense Tax Credit, METC. While the specific requirements for each credit differ, they all share the common goal of providing financial relief to those who have assumed the role of caregivers to family members in need. The Canada Caregiver Credit is a non-refundable tax credit that consolidates three previously existing credits: the Caregiver Credit, the Infirm Dependent Credit, and the Family Caregiver Tax Credit. The CCC aims to provide financial support to those caring for a dependent family member with a physical or mental impairment. To be eligible for the CCC, the dependent must be a spouse, common law partner, child, grandchild, parent, grandparent, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, niece, or nephew of the caregiver. As for the caregiver, you must be at least 18 years old and have provided continuous support to the dependent for a minimum of 6 consecutive months. The amount that can be claimed through the CCC varies depending on the relationship of the dependent to the caregiver and the degree of the dependent's impairment. For those caring for a spouse, common law partner, or minor child, the maximum amount that can be claimed is $7,380. For those caring for an adult family member, the maximum claim amount increases to $7,713. The Home Accessibility Tax Credit is a non-refundable tax credit that offers financial assistance to those who have undergone renovations or improvements to their home in order to make it more accessible and functional for a family member with a disability. This tax credit may also apply if you are caring for an aging parent in your own home and have made these accommodations for them. To qualify for the HATC, you must be at least 65 years old or have a qualified disability as defined by the Canada Revenue Agency, CRA. The renovations or improvements must be permanent and aimed at improving accessibility, mobility, or the functionality of the dwelling. The HATC allows for a claim of up to 15% of the cost of eligible home renovations, up to a maximum claim of $10,000 per year. This means caregivers can receive up to $1,500 as a tax credit for accessibility improvements each year. The Medical Expense Tax Credit is a non-refundable tax credit designed to provide financial relief for those with substantial medical expenses, including caregivers of loved ones with a disability or chronic illness. METC covers a wide range of eligible medical expenses, from prescription medications and dental care to home care and specialized equipment. To qualify for the METC, the caregiver must have paid for the medical expenses on behalf of the dependent family member. The claimable amount is calculated as the lower of either 3% of the caregiver's net income or $2,397 in 2021, with the remaining amount being eligible for a 15% tax credit. To claim these tax credits, caregivers must file their income tax return using the CRA's T1 income tax and benefit return form. You will be required to provide information on the relationship between you and the dependent, the nature of their impairment, and, in some cases, receipts for medical expenses or home renovations. Submitting your tax return can be done electronically using the CRA's NetFile certified software or by mailing a paper form. It is essential to file your tax return on time to avoid penalties or delays in receiving the tax credits you are entitled to. With the ongoing financial burden of caregiving, it is essential for Canadian caregivers to be aware of the tax credits available to them. By understanding the process and eligibility requirements, you can ensure that you receive the financial assistance needed to continue supporting your loved ones.